Well, hello there, dear ones. Robert Brzezinski with you. It is the 17th of April, 2020. Seems like it's going still going slow. I'm not sure about you, but it seems like every day it takes a little bit longer to get from 8:15 a.m. to 8:15 p.m. But uh, I still love the fact that I'm here, and thank you for being here with me. We are here every morning, 8:15 Mountain Time and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time for morning or evening prayers. And if you'd like to get your prayer request into my prayer book, please send an email, revbriz@spiritevolving.com, or you're always welcome to chat it in the comment box. Let me know you're here, and I'll be happy to work that in. And I have a little something different I want to share with you this evening because, I'm loving this streaming platform, and I've been playing around, and I had an idea that I should share something with you because New Thought Media Network, which is the home of New Thought Radio, is about to make some giant strides forward in what we're doing in the world and how we're showing up. And I've been operating with this vision and mission statements for a little while now. I thought maybe it was time I finally shared these with some people. So our vision is inspiring humanity to live a more loving, peaceful, and positive life. And our mission is sharing a vibration of love, positivity, and empowerment through a variety of media streams. And that includes New Thought Radio, as well as what this broadcast has become, and all the other stuff that's going on. There's the Real Conversations podcast, the mini meditation retreat in a couple of weeks. My daily spirit calling still going strong as always. The Good News podcast that is now weekly, 15-minute weekly podcast on the good news that's out there. And of course, newthoughtradio.net. So I trust that all of these, or at least some of these, or at least one of these, is providing you with some spiritual food and with some spiritual sustenance as we venture into this newness that is our lives, that is the world, that is the way society is going to be. We're still creating that as we go. It's not a done deal what's happening, what's not happening, who's doing what's good, where it's all going to go. I think there's still a lot of questions. But what I know is, I know there is one source of all those answers. And that's what we're here about tonight. We're here to remind ourselves of that source. We're here to be reminded that there is one power, presence, and intelligence, and I happen to call that God. Now, you're welcome to call that power anything you want to call it. Some call it Brahma or Buddha or Vishnu, Kuan Yin, Source Energy, Divine Mother, Gaia, Love. Call it George. But recognize there is only one power, presence, and intelligence. So that's starting to sound a little bit like a prayer, which means I think maybe I ought to get to it. What do you say, folks? If you're in a comfortable spot where you feel safe and comfortable and you feel like you're okay to close your eyes, I invite you to please do so. And let yourself breathe. Let yourself breathe and let yourself be. If it's comfortable, place your hand upon your heart and feel the heartbeat. Feel the heartbeat and continue the breath. And let yourself come to that place of pure and absolute peace. Feel it right there. A place of pure and absolute peace. Let go of the hustle and the bustle of the day. Let go of everything it took to be in this moment and be present to that experience. Feel the breath and the heartbeat together. For that is God. That is the power and the presence combined. That is the wisdom and the intelligence of God feeling itself. That is the love and the light and the beauty and the truth stirring from within. And so, what I know here this evening is I know that there is right in this moment an energetic collection of unique souls, a unique energetic vibration being created that has set aside this time to recognize God, whatever form, whatever name, whatever image comes to mind. It is the oneness, the allness, the isness, the alpha and the omega, the beginning where there is no end, a complete circle, for a circle has no sides. The oneness of life, the allness of life. See, what I know is I know every heartbeat as a divine expression of God's life. I know every breath as a divine expression of God's breath. There is one perfect life, and that is God's life, and that is my life, your life, all life. So I know that the power of God is moving as my hands, the breath of God is moving through my lungs, the presence of God is beating my heart. And as I know that truth of my life, I know that must be true of all life. So I recognize that truth of the lives of each one that hears these words. That each one touched by the vibration being created here, the collective conscious vibration that's being created, each one is reminded of their own magnificence, is an opportunity to say yes to the grand and glorious calling of the soul. This is a time of rest, the end of the evening, a time to reflect and look upon the truth, to reflect upon the truth. And what I know is I know that in the mind of God, there is nothing wrong here. There's nothing broken. There is no one absent. There's no one left behind. Yes, there is a great evolutionary leap that is occurring. And in that leap, there are those that are missing the mark. There are those that are choosing, are opting out. There are those that are making the ultimate sacrifice to move into another dimension of beingness in order to report back to this dimension of beingness. A great and evolutionary leap is upon the planet at this moment, and I get to witness it. We each get to witness this experience and we get to participate. We get to play our role, our piece, our part. And whether that's someone as a frontline responder out in the world working, tending to the injured and the sick and the ill, bagging groceries, making sure the gas pumps keep working. It is in this time that I am awakened to what is essential and what is no longer necessary. And I stand in witness to all that is no longer necessary as it crumbles away, as the organizations and the paradigms and the thought processes that no longer serve human consciousness, as all of that crumbles and just dissipates into the nothingness from whence it came. I stand witness to the dissolving of what no longer serves and a creation, a birthing, a revelation of a new way of service, a new paradigm of thinking, a new concept of neighborhoods and community, of sharing and caring and compassion, a new consciousness around what is essential and what is love and what of love. Oh, I am filled with love for those around me, filled with a heart wrenching love for those that are physically affected by all this. Most especially, I feel a profound love for what is, for the creation, for the creative process that is happening before my very eyes, in absolute love with humanity, all of it. And that's a big all. And I'm not always there, and sometimes I slip, and still I hear the call of God beckoning me back to love all, to recognize that everyone on this planet is absolutely vital to the evolution of human consciousness, that there is no one extra, no one less than, no one more than, no one missing, no one AWOL, that everyone on the planet in this moment is exactly where they're supposed to be, is exactly where they best serve, is doing exactly what is necessary for the great healing of the planet and of consciousness. The planet is the planetary healing and the healing of human consciousness. So I recognize the smile of God in everyone I connect with, across the distances, through the ethers, or even a wave across the park. I recognize the divinity of each one showing up, saying yes to their divine calling and being whatever it is they are here to be. That love is overflowing into a state of absolute gratitude for all of this. Grateful for the good, grateful for the good, and grateful for the good. Most especially grateful to know that God's got this, and so I may release this word into the law that must say yes, that must take this vibration, that must take this word and manifest according to the beliefs, according to my beliefs and thoughts. So I am grateful to release this word into the law, to know that God's got it, that it is already moving into form in my life, in the lives of all, in the one, in the life of the one, and I can let it be. I relax, I let go, and I know it is so. And I invite you to join me in an affirmation of this truth as we say together, and so it is. And so, it is. Thank you, dear ones. Oh, what a great way to move the night forward, huh? Hey, I've got a very special guest joining me tomorrow morning, 8:15 Mountain Time. The Reverend Dr. David Alt is going to be here. And if you know that name, you know you want to be here and listen to this man pray. And if you don't know that name, you want to be here and listen to this guy pray. Because I promise you, this is a man that speaks and knows the truth, and our hearts are going to be massaged and loved. And I'll tell you, I personally am just giddy with the anticipation for this one. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you for being with me. Again, I'll be back 8:15 tomorrow morning, Mountain Time. In the meantime, Positively Inspiring Radio, and it's on 24/7. It'll be on all night long. Great groovy tunes and all of your favorite new thought artists. So check that out. And I would love to see you if you can join me on May 2nd. It's a 3-hour event, so it's not an all-day thing. It's a lot of fun, and it moves us into a place where you get to really hear your soul's calling, and offering it on a love offering basis. So if you can afford to throw in a few bucks, please do. And if that's not what's right for you right now, and that's not in the budget, hey, don't worry about that. I still want you to come and make it and be a part of it. Saturday morning, 3 hours, couple weeks from now, I would love to have you join us for that. So, and Suzanne is here. Thank you for being here, Suzanne. Ursula as well. Glad you're with us as well this evening. It's always fun to see the people that are finding some service here, finding some love here, and finding what's serving them. So that's all I've got. I love you. I will see you again in the morning. Until then, peace and blessings. Be safe, have fun, and be the love that you are in the world, because you are love and you are loved. Until next time, bye now.